Hey everybody, Don here again. You can tell by my hat and what's behind me where I'm at. One of my local ponds, and I'm going to get in the kayak for the first time this year. I've been jonesing. Yeah, that's right. I've got Karen's kayak. You know, I'd promised myself that I wasn't going to take Karen's kayak out until she had had a chance to christen it herself. But with my back the way it is, my Native Ultimate Angler sits a little bit too low. And I can't really use the pedal drive yet. So she gave me permission to take out the kayak and give it a try. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're in the Native Falcon. It was a little bit too far ahead for me. First impressions is pretty stable. I think easily as stable as my my Ultimate Angler. Yeah, not too bad. Now, I have no idea what the water temperature is. It's 50 degrees almost. Oh, I have my watch. Yeah, it's almost 50 degrees. So, we'll see. This paddle holder's a little far back for my liking. There you go. Like I said, it's a little bit breezy, but the water's not too bad. It's relatively flat. Oh, feels good to be on the water. Making my first few casts is just going to be awesome. In this position, my back feels pretty good. You know, it's weird when my sciatica really acts up, which has been pretty constant. And, you know, what is bothering me is when I step forward. Not so much when I go upstairs, it's when I step forward, like walking. That leg just wants to collapse. So hopefully, and pedaling is not working out either. But hopefully, this won't be too bad. We'll get out in some deeper water. I'm gonna throw the crankbait around, I'm gonna throw the chatterbait around. What do you think the odds are I catch a pickerel before I catch a bass? If I catch anything. This thing paddles pretty nice. I like it. This side I have the chatterbait. See now, I get out here, don't you figure the wind would pick up? Oh well, I don't care. Yeah. It's supposed to be high winds this afternoon, but it was just too cold this morning to get out. So we'll play around. Let's hit the shore over here. Pretty responsive, it turns pretty easily. How does it track? If I'm just paddling left and right, it seems to track pretty good. Feels good. First cast of the year from a kayak. First cast from Karen's new kayak is going to be the chatterbait. Woo! Because I can hardly keep up with the chatterbait. The wind's blowing me in here so much. might move over to that side because that's the lee side. The wind's coming from this direction. Let's paddle all the way across. You know, the wind's really picked up, but it's not very rough out here. But this boat is just it's paddling nicely along, cutting through the waves, no problem. Obviously not capable of handling the rough water like my my Slayer, but I think it'll be just fine. Now the wind is blowing me right straight into the shore here. Changeable winds. I'll go all the way around the perimeter. Work it as I go. Let's see what is there. I think the water is probably so cold that a really slow presentation might be the way to go. I just thought I'd give these a shot to begin with. I'm gonna go with this Alabama Craw Senko that my buddy Sam gave me. This has been a good color. Man, that wind is picking up. It wants to spin the boat. I don't like that. It's one thing I do like about having a rudder in my other boat. Following it right there. Oh man, that was a nice looking bass. There's no way the bass have started to bed up yet. I mean, the water has just got to be way too cold. But that was a nice follow though. See if I can get that guy to come back. He's right over there. Well, you can see the waves are hitting me kind of on the side as I'm trying to get down to this end without going all the way in. You can see they've picked up pretty good. This boat's really quite stable. Get up along this bank, there'll be a little bit of shelter. You can see the farther out I'm here, these waves are starting to break. I'm at the far end of the lake, so it's had the whole length of the lake or pond to build up steam. But it totally changed directions from when I got here. So let's turn right into them now. Back up to that corner. I was hoping I'd get a little reprieve. I'm gonna have to get farther into that, around this bay, I think. Woo-wee. I'm working it, people. I'm working it. Very strange direction of wind for this lake. Never, well, I won't say never, rarely blows in this direction. this probably won't be a fishing video, but it'll sure be a video of trying Karen's new kayak out in some heavy wind and rough water. So far, so good. Well, back to the truck. That was kind of a fool's errand, I guess, today. I didn't really pay attention to the direction the wind was supposed to come from. And it came hard, it blew hard. I fought it all over. No matter which way I went in this lake, I was either fighting it trying to fish and it was blowing me in, or it was blowing me down the lake, and then when I tried to come back up, it was blowing hard. So I can't really give this kayak a good review other than it's stable and it handled the waves really nice and it's comfortable. I got it on the high seat setting. I had one fish follow me, but no action. Now the water is still really cold. I'm thinking it's in the 40s. The temperature today is about 50. Although the wind is making it feel a little cooler than that. I love this kayak. I mean, I think Karen's really going to like it. I hope so. I hope to get her out fishing a bunch. You know, it's got a nice layout. Got a good place for the camera right there. Net up front. I mean, everything is fairly easily accessible. The rod box seems like it's a little far back. But, you know, I could reach it, no problem, so. Hey, even though the wind was blowing me around and there was no fish to be had, and I'll see my arms are going to be a little sore tomorrow. Probably the first time paddling, but it felt good to be on the water and making some casts, even though it was difficult to cast where I wanted to cast. I'll take it. Hopefully the back won't be too bad tomorrow, but I'll go home, I'll sit on some ice and think about what's next. It's supposed to be windy all week. I was hoping to get out one evening because it's supposed to get really warm. By a few black flies around the house yesterday. By this coming weekend, this next weekend, it's supposed to be in the 70s and the black flies will be swarming. But it's supposed to be windy every day up until I think Saturday or Sunday. So hopefully next weekend I'll get back out. We'll see, maybe I'll get out in the Slayer. Maybe I'll get out in this boat again. I don't know. Hey, thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. Peace. Easy getting out of, I'll tell you that.